Hello, everybody, and welcome to Inside the Writer's Room. Today, I am absolutely delighted to be joined by a fantastic writer, uh, Brandon. Brandon Ellrich. Thank you so much for being here today. Give it up, everybody, for Brandon Ellrich. So,
Thank you, Peter. I'm delighted to be here.
welcome. Well, really, I couldn't have thought of a better first guest to have inside the writer's room. I've been following your stuff for a long time. I've been enjoying it a lot. Everyone out here has as well. And really, it's a fantastic opportunity for young writers like we have in the audience today to fully experience what a serious writer such as yourself has to offer, what you've learned, where you've been. We're going to go through it all today. So, once again, thank you, Brandon, for being here.
Of course, I'm happy to oblige.
You're very okay. Now, Brandon, besides your own book, what is the worst book you've ever read?
The worst book I've ever read. Hmm, there are so many. Uh, I would say Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie.
Ah,
Terrible.
yes, I guess that. Okay, well, yeah, that would have been my first choice as well, and I think many in the audience here watching today would agree with you. Thank you so much for that fantastic answer, Brandon. So, what reliability turns you off?
What reliability turns me off?
Right.
The uh, the reliability of listeners and readers to constantly follow and read uh, things that I write that are are not what they should be, even though uh, they aren't. I think the reliability of the reader to follow those and comment, it's just it's just such a turnoff, so negative.
Yes. Well, I must say to the audience that that's the first time we've ever had an answer like that, and we're happy for it. We're happy for it. Um, Brandon, so what is the most pleasing sound you have ever heard in your illustrious life?
The most pleasing sound has to be the crinkle of a trash bag when you're taking the trash
Yes,
out of the can and all
yes,
the rustling around inside. I'm sure you know
yes,
what I'm talking about. The cans
yes.
and the paper and everything just crinkling all together.
I
Beautiful.
know exactly what you mean. The crinkling of the sound that comes from your ex-wife's trash as you go through it, looking for evidence so that you don't have to pay alimony. I mean, it is a relatable topic that so many
You
of
know
my students
exactly what
can
I'm
relate
talking
to.
about. Yes, yeah, exactly. Yes.
Fantastic. So we are very, very, very early into this right now, and already we have three pieces of fantastic advice from Mr. Ellrich, and I think all my students in the crowd today, in the audience, are very happy. Now, Brandon, the next one is a controversial one, and it's one I was struggling when I was writing it down today, preparing for this interview. What is your least favorite sound?
My least favorite sound. It must be the purr of a kitten.
Oh, yes, I know. Awful.
Grating on the nerves, isn't it?
Oh God, terrible little beasts, beastly beasts.
They
Okay,
really
well,
are.
thank you, Brandon. Next, I want to ask you about craft. Do you outline uh before you do a Medium article or Substack article, or do you just spew out the first thing that comes into your head and say, "That's enough, take it, you bastards"?
Outlines are terribly overrated. I don't know who came up with the outline to begin with, but just the order and the subtitles, and it's ridiculous. It's unnecessary. If you are
Yes.
an accomplished writer, as as we both are,
Oh, stop it!
you
You're too kind.
you just put down your thoughts on the paper from beginning to end. I don't even edit normally. It's just it flows out of me. And if you are a serious writer,
Brandon,
there's no use for
Brandon,
outlines.
Brandon, are you a Virgo? Because you are speaking my truth. You are, you are whatever shield I had before this, you have penetrated it with this uh, editing. Yes. Um, I had to stop you there. May I move on to the next question?
Oh, certainly. I am in fact a Virgo. You nailed it.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it. You had Virgo vibes. Virgo vibes. I knew it. I knew it. Yeah. Okay. What's a rule of craft you obey, and what is a rule of craft you distrust?
A rule of craft I obey is using the M dash as
Ha!
many times throughout the article as possible.
Mm,
It's
mm.
such an underrated tool
Right,
in the writer's craft.
right.
One that
I agree.
of course, of course,
I, whenever my students who are in the audience today, they're all very excited to see you hand in any work that is without the dosh, as we call it in the teaching profession. I fail them because one thing a writer must do is follow every trend. Relevance. We must be relevant in a world of redundancy.
exactly. And Chat GPT and other AI LLMs have really
Relevance, yes.
helped us
SEO,
embrace that.
SEO. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. Prime Soda, SEO. You know,
yes,
Mr. Beast.
exactly,
We
exactly.
I tell the chat GPT has really made my life easier. I mean, we all know you can now blurt whatever you want into it, and it'll give you back an M dash riddled manuscript of perfection. And some people say, some redundant people, that that's not real writing, but we all know that it's in the gibberish where the ideas curdle. And as human beings, it's not our job to put our hands into the vomit anymore, at least, I believe. What do you think, Mr. Ellrich?
Exactly, exactly. We must rely on the companies like Microsoft and Google and Meta. They have
Yes.
developed these these instruments for our use and have done such extensive research, and they are so human-like. It would be a crime not to use them. in our own writing.
Please describe your process using the Richter scale of a guerrilla panic attack.
Mm, exactly. Yes. Uh, the Richter scale of a guerrilla a panic attack is so useful uh, when you're in the throes of writing, especially nonfiction, informational text. When you are coming upon the climax, the Richter scale uh, reaches 7.5, which is the penultimate uh, uh, level that you should reach in your writing. And without that Richter scale, it's so hard to realize when that climax comes. You know what I'm saying?
It is hard to realize when a climax comes, especially as you get on in life, when you get older, you know, it can become difficult to even realize it. It can be poof, poof. You wouldn't even see it or hear it or know it, which is why we
Oof.
need the scale. So if it does happen, we can go back the next day, look at the scale and say, look, it came here, 302. It was a
Exactly.
2.0, but it still registers. So anyway, let's move on to another question. What documentary that you watched in your life most resembles your life? For example, perhaps you were watching a documentary about the Titan submersible that imploded in the Atlantic Ocean, killing and crushing everybody on board. And you said, aha,
Yes, the most recent documentary that I can think of that really resonated with my writing and my journey would be Pee-wee as himself.
oh, right, yes. Interesting choice. We've never had that one inside the writer's room before. That is a first. Did you know that we had another writer on a few months ago who said a completely different answer to your answer? And I was just as blown away, but this one might be better.
What, may I ask, was their answer?
Well, their answer was about the flat Earth theory.
Ah, yes, yes. I
Right.
can
The flat
see. Yes,
they related to that. Now,
yes.
the next one, uh, Brandon, what is your favorite word?
My favorite word in the English
Yes,
language.
Brandon,
In the
your
English language.
favorite word in the English language. Say it for everyone who's watching.
The.
Ah, yes, the, the. It makes everything better.
It
You put
does.
a
It
the
does.
before something. The stapler.
Exactly. How would you know what stapler you're going to use? How would you
Yes,
know where the beginning is without the?
the the plague, the Renaissance, the World War III. Without the D, how do we know it is indeed what it is?
Thing, things
Brandon,
wouldn't even exist.
Brandon,
Yes.
Mr. Ellrich, Brandon. What is your least favorite word? Mm.
A.
Ah, A
It's
comes
so generic.
now. we must be fair. We must um locate this A in the alphabet of your hatred. Is it? What about if it is an an,
Almost just as bad.
almost just as bad? So A and, but V is good. What about a personal question? I'm going off script. My students hate it
Mm.
when I do this. Um, what about these and those?
These and those. Ah,
These, those,
these and those. That is, I
this,
will, I
that.
accept them. They
You
they are
accept them?
they are. I love the specificity of these and those.
Yes, yes, yes. As the singular comes closer, it is a this. As the singular goes away from us, it becomes a that. Now, what distance has to do with what we call something is something for the philosophers to mull over. But for right now, it sounds good on the tongue, and we use it in our
Yes,
writing.
those.
Brandon, Brandon,
Yeah,
at the pearly gates, when you meet our Heavenly Father, what do you hope he says to you at the pearly gates?
I hope when I arrive at the pearly gates that he will tell me how wonderful my fame and fortune were on the earth. He will credit my works and cite my books and my writings. Tell me how wonderful I was and how how much he admired my self-love, how much I put into myself and how much I loved myself.
Brandon, you are a true creative. Even in death, you go seeking validation from strangers in the sky. It is truly magical and it has been fantastic.
Thank you
Two more
so much.
questions. Two more
Two more.
questions.
Yes.
Finally, well, not finally, but nearly finally, Brandon, complete the sentence. I write because
I write because I want to make loads and loads of money.
well, my students, I'm sure, feel the same way. Now, before we let Brandon go, he's a very busy man. Um, Mr. Ellrich, could you please do us the honor of maybe picking out a book from that illustrious bookshelf behind you and showing us your favorite book on the shelf?
I would be happy to. Ah, yes, there. This
Are
book
you are you
has
fucking
made.
serious, man? Are you fucking serious? Are you serious? I
I'm
told you
sorry.
no nudity on the show.
Nudity. I
I told you no. I said, look, man. I said, look, come. I said, come to the live. Come to the live. Come to the live. Wear a nice suit like me, okay? And make sure you wear pants. Make sure you wear pants. That was the one. That's it, Brandon. That was the only thing I
I
said to you. I said, if you're
I,
going to come onto my live, you wear a pants.
I didn't know you were going to ask me to get up. I
Dude,
thought this
I
was
mean,
gonna.
I always ask people to get up and everything. That's one of the big things that I sent you the questions. I sent you the questions, the list of the questions. I said the last question I was going to ask you to get a book. And you said, no problem. That would have been a
Well,
great time to tell me you didn't have any pants on.
I I I thought I was
And
going to have it
listen,
here with me.
listen, dude. Everyone is on the lives, and they're doing they're talking about politics, they're talking about writing, they're talking about like courses, how to get, money and stuff like that. Okay. And I want us to come on and be serious for once, just to be serious. And the first thing you do is wear Saturday underpants on a
What is
Tuesday.
uh uh
Yeah, Saturday underpants on a Tuesday on a live when we're trying to do inside the writers' room.
so I got the book.
Uh, Thank you, Brandon, for coming on today and doing the show. It's been really great talking to you. Just going to make great fucking TV.
Mhm.
See
I
you later.
appreciate the uh,
I appreciate you taking the time out. Okay, thanks a lot. Now, in this part of the show, we go to the comments section. This is my favorite part of the show. Now, we go into the comments section and we go through the comments and we look at it. We have a Yolanda D who says hello. Hello, Yolanda. And we have got a Yolanda who says thank you. And we have a Yolanda who says I'm a symbol. And we have a Heinrich who says, whoa, what happened to your casual look, Brandon? And then we have a Yolanda who says, hi, Richard. Then you have a Yolanda who says, ha 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 ha. Then we have Heinrich who says, Peter, I think of Harry Potter when you setting your green pencil. Aha. Uh, Yolanda says, so handsome, Brandon. She doesn't say so handsome, Peter. She says, so handsome, Brandon. So thank you for that, everybody. And we got Yolanda saying Virgo. So again, Brandon, I appreciate it. And I guess I will see you on Thursday for our annual or weekly support group.
yes, I appreciate you having me on today, and everyone from the audience. Thank you, Yolanda.
Okay. See you later, everybody. Brandon, thank you so much for answering our questions. And tune in next week when I will be talking to